Hey guys, I'm Nikki.
And I'm Brie.
We're best friends, moms, and obsessed with TV.
Check us out every Monday as we dissect motherhood, TV, pop culture, and whatever else derails the conversation.
It's like eavesdropping on your funniest, most unfiltered friends.
If your friends had a mic and no shame,
We're here for all of it, and honestly,
we're not mad about it.
hey Maddies, Happy New Year, and welcome back to another episode of Not Mad About It podcast. Welcome to 2026, guys. Excited to be here with you. Hope you all had a wonderful, restful, fantastic, everything you wanted it to be holiday break. Great New Year, great Christmas if you celebrate such. Brie, I'm so excited for you to deliver us our first dose of niche millennial news of the new year. And then we have some TV recs, which of course includes heated rivalry. We won't, give our every waking thought about it, although we could. So if you want us to go there, just, hit us up. We'll do a boner. We'll do a
Drop a
boner ep.
comment.
I mean, if there were to be a boner ep ever to exist,
The biggest boner of all time.
the biggest 9-inch boner of all time. And get ready, guys, because jumping into the new year with a shart load of TV, I can't even keep track, Brie. So as always, you have to keep us grounded
Obviously,
here.
there's a lot of TV coming, and I'm excited for like non-reality shows.
Brie, I can't agree with you more.
I'm so excited.
Okay, you'll tell us what's to come,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, traders, can't wait. Then for recaps, we are just briefly going to talk about Salt Lake City, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, kind of a week episode, but we do have the finale next week. But you guys, that is going to lead us directly into our recap of, what is it, Cult of a Housewife?
The Cult of a Real Housewife.
The Cult of a Real Housewife, which was the 3-part documentary that was dropped on HBO recently of Mary Cosby of Salt Lake City. And it goes really deep and dark into her church. And I have a lot of thoughts. Brie was
Same.
like, do we leave it in the TV Rex or do we recap it? And I'm like, I think she is recap worthy.
Yeah, we must discuss.
So there will be spoilers. If you haven't watched it yet, pause before then. I do recommend that you watch if you have any interest in Bravo, Real Housewives. And even if you don't, it's just super interesting and freaking weird.
Yeah, lots going on over there.
Lots going on over there. Brie, I did tease you a little bit. Give you a little teaser. My husband likes to sometimes be involved in the podcast, and sometimes his suggestions slay, and sometimes they flop. The last one that he had really flopped hard, so I hope that this one doesn't.
They don't even know about that because I cut the whole thing from the
No, like
episode.
we're like, just scrap it. I don't even know if you noticed, but his question for you, Brie, as you guys know, or you may not know if you're new here, Brie is a chef. Or was a chef. I don't know if you still identify.
Once a chef, always a
Right.
chef.
You can't
Yeah,
take the chef out of the girl. You could take the girl
course.
out of the kitchen, but you can't take the kitchen out of the girl.
literally.
The girl. Little girl.
Little girl.
But there's this it's not really like a restaurant. It's kind of like, I don't know how Salpino. Like an Ivorone.
Okay.
Like how would you describe that? Like an Italian
Wait,
deli.
what
kind
word
of.
did you just say?
Ivorone?
No, Salpino?
Yeah.
Is that the name of a place?
Yeah, have you never heard of it?
No, you just like threw that out there like as if we all know what that is.
Well, that's okay. So if you don't live on Long Island, like you're not going to know. And clearly, Brie, we've taken the Long Island out of you because
I've been off the island for quite some time, Nikki.
it's kind of like just like an Uncle Giuseppe's, like
Okay.
it's an Italian meat market deli. But I don't know, it's like kind of trending on TikTok. There's a new way to make your meatballs,
Oh,
and I'm a big meatball house here,
yeah.
and the way that I do it is I sear my meatballs, I fry them up, and then I put them in the sauce. But the new way that people are trying is the raw dough, raw bowl of meat into the sauce, and then it cooks in the sauce.
Wait, you make the meatball, you roll them into a
Yes.
ball, and then you
Raw.
put them in the sauce.
Yes.
And they just like they
Cook
stay
in the
like
sauce.
that?
They cook in the sauce.
Title of the episode, They Cook in the Sauce.
Cook in the sauce. Have you ever seen that before? What are your thoughts? Because I have many thoughts.
So I guess like you would need a lot of sauce.
Yeah. Like
Because
a
if
big,
they're like sticking together, it's just going to be one big glob of meatball, right?
well, you have your jar, your pot
Yeah.
of sauce on the stove, and
Yeah.
then you have your balls, and then you just drop them in. They don't have to touch.
Well, I
They don't have
guess
to touch
like
balls.
I guess it's not too crazy because, like, I'm making Italian wedding soup this week, and, like, you make the little meatballs
Love
and you
that.
throw them right in the soup.
Wow,
So it's
that's
kind of the
true.
same thing. You go raw
Raw,
dog into
raw
the
dog
soup.
ball. Okay. I don't know if I could try it because I like my balls are very crispy.
I like a crispy ball as well.
I like a seared ball. To me, it gives a little too close to matzo ball, which if you fuck with a matzo ball soup, that's I don't like that texture
Oh, I
of like
fuck
a
so hard with a
mushy.
matzo ball soup.
I don't like a mushy ball.
You like them hard and
I like,
crispy.
I like I do. So let us know, guys, if you've tried this Salpino. So the guy on Salpino tried it, and he's like this old Italian guy, and he's like, "Yeah, it's good. I mean, you can't really tell the difference. Yeah, it's good.
I
It's
don't
good."
know. I guess, like, let
And I'm
us
like,
know if you
"Is
raw
it
dog
good?
your balls.
Is it different? Like, give me more." I know
Yeah.
he's just like this old Italian guy. He's like, "Yeah, it's good." I'm
I
like, "All
just
right,
feel
you're
like
not telling me anything."
searing them helps hold the shape of the ball.
That's true too.
You
And
know?
then John was saying, does the fat of the ball render off now into your sauce?
Yeah, that's a lot of fat.
That's nice.
I don't think that's my preferred method of balling.
But it's sanitary.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
she's getting
sanitary.
cooked.
Yeah, it's getting cooked. Yeah, and think about it, you can eat a burger like rare.
You can eat beef tartare.
Well, yeah, don't I can't even go down that rabbit hole.
That's raw ass beef.
Raw ass beef. Yeah.
And that's safe?
Um, yeah, even
Depends on who
crazier.
you
This is
ask.
so disgusting. I was just talking about this, I think, with my sister-in-law that like there's like a very traditional way of serving beef tartare where it's like literally ground beef on a plate.
Oh my God.
It's not like diced or like
I mean,
carpaccio
what's
like
worse
sliced.
though? Like, I mean,
No
diced
one.
chunks or ground beef.
No,
Like,
the diced chunks are good because it's like ice cold. You put like a little vinegar in there, so it will kill like it. You know, it's like it's okay. You could do it. But one time, me and Andrew went to eat somewhere, and we ordered the beef tartare, and it was literally
a,
ground beef,
a
like
meatball,
pressed onto a plate.
pre-dumped ball,
Yeah,
pre-dumped, pre-sauce.
I was like, this is dog food. Like, I'm not eating this.
No, did you? I'm sure
No,
Andrew like licked
Andrew
it
ate it.
clean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's licking the plate. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, mm.
He's like, "This is how I like it. Me like meat raw."
He's like, do you guys have my 7 raw eggs coming with this?
So sick.
So
Okay,
gross.
what about oysters? Which like just reminded me for some reason, like filthy. I've been seeing people getting so sick.
You could get really sick from them. But
Like
the thing
who
is,
wants?
like, you can get really sick from any shellfish, and like, there's certain parts of the
Oh,
world where you can't eat the shellfish. Actually, there's like this one of the most famous restaurants in the world, Noma. They had a huge scandal a couple of years ago. Like, they served everybody, if you go to eat at this restaurant, everyone gets the same thing. It's like so expensive, 3 Michelin stars, like super famous restaurant, and
where is it?
it's in Norway or Denmark.
Oh,
I should know that. That's embarrassing, guys. Don't
that's
judge me.
okay. I mean, you're
I'm just a mom
local
right
to the
now.
U.S.
No,
No
it's like
stress.
the most famous restaurant. Anyway, they served like a bad batch of mussels, and like I think like
Ooh.
almost everybody that ate there got food poisoning.
I mean, I feel like you can tell if you are eating a bad mussel, though.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
who's then continuing to eat them?
Well, I don't fuck with mussels because that scares me. But
Really,
like
I love
oysters, I
mussels.
could, but I think because if you get oysters, you know if one of them looks a
It's
little
fishy, taste or
off. It looks like
smells.
dry, looks a little weird. Yeah, like it shouldn't smell. It should smell like nothing. Like it should smell like
Hmm.
salt and it should be like nice, plump, juicy, like I don't know. And I'll only eat like a certain size oyster, but yeah.
Okay, let's talk about size matters. Are
Oh
you
yeah,
going
size
like
matters.
a thick ass,
No, no, no. Like a little
like a little
medium, deep cup.
yeah,
Yeah.
deep cup,
A nice plumper.
like a C cup,
Yeah.
a B?
Yeah, I'll take a C cup oyster. That's like perfect size.
Wow, that's
I
a
think
little tall.
anybody would agree.
Let's know. And then
Thanks, John.
you never know what you're gonna get here.
You never know you're gonna.
I'm
Speaking
like,
of,
John, do you
well,
want to start your own podcast? Like, you
yeah,
keep
he's
coming to me with these
jealous.
stories.
And he's like our harshest critic too.
I know.
He'll
He
literally tell
did.
Nikki like, I didn't laugh
Yeah, he told
once.
not once. He did say that he liked the this or that episode. So
I think that was a fan favorite for
I think
sure.
so too.
That
I'd
was
like
a
to
good
do
one.
more of those. That was fun.
Me too. I have a new list going of more this or that.
Great. I love
Yeah,
it.
we'll get one rocking.
I keep
But
voice noting you different ones. different ones, but they're just ones that I've already said and forgotten about. And Bree's like, you literally said that on the podcast. I'm like, oh, I thought that was such a good one too. I'm like, light bulb, yeah.
Half the time Nikki texts me, before I respond, I have to be like, wait, is she saying this as like a callback to something that we've already discussed?
Brand new.
Or is she bringing this up like she doesn't know we've already talked about this? And usually it's like the first,
latter.
you think it's the first time. Yeah. And I'm like, no, we talked about this for 45 minutes, 3 episodes in a row.
Yep.
That's okay.
Yep.
Anyway, while we were gone, I mean, we didn't record for like 2 or 3 weeks, which is crazy. I feel like we've like barely spoken IRL because we've been so busy. But my son Tyson reached a new really exciting milestone.
What?
If you don't know, Tyson, I don't know, I guess he's like almost 1.5, but
She guesses. She doesn't know because he's just the second child.
You guys know, like I'm gonna go through like my whole guilt spiel in like 3 months. Right now, like we're in a good place. But
Good.
in a couple months, I'll be really guilty. I'll feel really guilty. Anyway, his new milestone is just throwing absolutely everything in the trash.
Oh God.
So we constantly,
good or bad?
It's bad because it's like important things and then they're just gone and we don't know, we don't notice. So like maybe the next day and we're like, oh, it's definitely in the fucking trash. Like we've already gone through new water bottles for the boys because like those have for sure ended up in the trash. Like we have to keep eyes on the TV remote at all times or it's going to go in the trash.
No.
Like my lint scraper for the couch, trash.
No.
Yes, we're like,
Because, like, as an overstimulated mama, that could be helpful. You're like, thanks, buddy. Like, you're the sweeper now. I see you trying to help mommy.
yes, I think that's why he's doing it because he's just like, okay, this makes mom happy. Like she's constantly
Right.
throwing everything in the trash.
You might need to lock her up.
I know.
And by lock her up, I mean the garbage, not your son. Just throw him in his room.
We have to do something. It's so out of control. It's like if your eyes are off him for 1 second and you don't see him go in the room and come back, like something's in there. And if it's heavy, it sinks to the bottom. I don't see it sitting on top.
Totally.
And he'll take things out of the trash. Like if he eats an apple and I'm like, okay, it's at the seeds, I throw it out. He'll go back and grab it out of the trash.
Why is he doing the opposite of what should be done?
I don't know. He's like fucking with me. He's like,
Wow, that's
Yeah,
I never went through that stage.
has anybody else been through this or is this just my little maniac right now? Yeah. Tyson the Terror.
Terrible Ty. If he
You
was
didn't
like
even see, did you see my text I sent you last night?
remind me.
Okay, so since my son, his name is Tyson, we call him Ty.
Yes.
And the name Tyson was like a big thing before he was born. My husband was going so hard for the name Tyson. Like it was kind of like all or nothing. Like no matter what, he wanted to name him Tyson. And I kind of was like really hesitant for a long time. It just felt like a really like intense name for a child. But we kind of, Chicken Nugget, Mike Tyson, like whatever. But I came around to it because I love the name Ty. So like that's what I call him all the time. All the time. And I was looking through old texts last night to try and find something. And what I stumbled upon is that I actually am the one that originally suggested the name Tyson.
And then you said never mind.
Yeah, I texted my husband. I said, what about Tyson when I was pregnant with him? And then immediately I was like, chicken nugget, never mind, LOL. But he must have clung on to that for dear life.
Wait, but then you know what he suggested? Shane Hollander.
It all comes back. It all comes back to heated rivalry.
Always. He was just meant to be a tie. And you know what? Tell everybody what you actually call him all the time.
So his name's Tyson. We call him Ty. But now, as a family, we call him Bobs or Bob or Bobbies. And which is so weird. I'm just like such a secret stalker of Nikki because when me and Nikki first became friends, she had a dog. His name was Ty. But which is weird that I have a son named Ty. So that was already weird. But they also called her dog Bob.
And like, what's the connection between Ty and Bob? Like, how do you?
So we got there because he calls Callum Baba. Oh. And like Callum started calling him Baba, and then it like evolved into like Bobs and Bobby. Mm-hmm. But I was
Ed
like,
and Eddie.
what? Ed and Eddie. But like, what are the chances I name my son after your dog and his nickname?
Yeah, that Brie also did step on like as he was dying, but never forget.
No, you certainly will not. That's our invisible string. His bob, tie bob.
Seriously.
Okay, should we go right into some news? Because the first
Yes.
thing that I wanted to discuss was actually just like a talking point. I don't know if it's too like hot topic for the podcast. You can let me know.
Never.
It's not really like pop culture news, but I saw that Kylie Kelsey went on her husband and Travis Kelsey's podcast, like for their final episode, I think before like the Christmas break. And on the podcast, she said that when her daughters curse, like she will put a bar of soap in their mouth.
Nope.
And
I threaten that all the time.
okay, so she says that like her big thing, or that I've seen in clips, is that like she does not believe in like empty threats. Like she thinks that if you say it, you need to follow through. So like she has threatened with the bar of soap. Her kids have actually gotten the bar of soap. So now to the point where like she just needs to say like soap, and they're not gonna like fuck around. Yeah.
I kind of love that.
So did you ever get a bar of soap in the mouth when you were a kid?
I don't think I did, but you know what's so weird about me? As you know, I'm like such a fucking freak that I used to want a retainer. I would put the paper clip in my mouth and pretend. I used to wish that my mom would wash my mouth with soap. Because from watching A Christmas Story when I was a kid, do you remember when
Of course.
the
Ralphie.
kid, gets his mouth washed out with soap? And I just like always thought it was like so cool. Like, I always wanted to try it.
You could have like done it yourself.
I could have. But like a bar of soap isn't the worst thing in the world. Like you want to talk nasty, you need to get your mouth washed out. Like I say that all the time.
I guess like I'm not really at that stage yet because my oldest is almost 3. But I remember when I was little, I think like one time I either like spit at my mom or called her the B word, and we didn't have a bar of soap. We had a pump.
Dial. Shut the fuck up.
And
She was like, open up.
Yeah, she dial pumped into my mouth. I never did that again.
That is pretty gnarly. Like
I learned
that's
my lesson
worse
real
that's
quick.
worse than a bar.
Yeah, a pump?
Oh yeah, like that's
You have to like tilt back.
and if you fought, she was probably like prying that thing in there.
I don't think I resisted. I was probably like, yeah, that was pretty messed up
deserve
what
that,
I
yeah.
did. Yeah, I deserve that.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, I wanted to get your take on the bar of soap. I haven't even thought about it till she said it. And the problem is like I have such a potty mouth. So I almost feel like I can't get mad at Callum when he curses because I need to get my cursing under control. Like then he needs to put a bar of soap in my mouth. Like I'm the worst of them all. Like it's bad.
I feel the same exact way. Like, and my kids don't curse, but they definitely talk pretty, like
Nasty.
gross. But it's because of me. It's like I do it, and it's like I don't even clock it. And John said it to me the other day, like you don't even hear what you're like saying, because I'll be like singing a song, like. And I like fill in the words with like arse and shart, and like then they do that, and I'm like, they're like, oh, where's the remote? And I'm like, up your arse into the left, and then like they say that like to me, and I'm like, stop talking like that. And John's like, you literally just told him that the remote's up his arse and to the left.
They're gonna be like, get the soap, Mom.
Yeah.
I know. I just wanted to know what you thought about that because I was like, but you know what I like about Kylie Kelsey is like she will say like she's not afraid of reaction or like what people or like judgment from other moms or like other people. Like she does not give a shart.
Good.
Yeah.
And I'm so here for not giving empty threats. I think that that's important, and I guess my kids are gonna get the bar of soap next time.
That's actually something I wanted to try to like do better in 2026 because we were on like a pre-Christmas vacation with my mom and I was like empty threat city. They are backfiring on me so bad because I'd be like, if you don't take a nap, like we're gonna leave vacation and we're gonna go home. And Callum would be like, I want to go home.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, well, we're not gonna do that. We're actually gonna stay here for 3 nights.
Yeah. Like, actually, if you don't take a nap, we're going to
Stay here.
I'm going to.
It was like so many instances where like that, specifically on that trip where I kept saying things.
And he's humbling you.
Yeah, he was like, okay. He was like, checkmate. And I'm like, okay, I guess you're right because we're not doing that. So I was like, okay, I need to figure out. an alternative route for getting the reaction that I want because that was not working at all.
I'm a big counter. We count around here. I give until the count of three. My mom always used to do that to me, and I would fucking run. Like
That's a
by
good one.
two, I'm out of the room. And Leo's my middle, and he's my toughest one. He's really defiant. Would not, like, would look at me till I counted to three, and I'd be like, God damn it, Janelle. Now I have to fucking get off my arse and put you in your freaking bedroom in a timeout. And then
Do
that
something
turns
about it.
explosive.
Yeah.
But it's worth it because the other night on the couch, I said, you need to go into your room right now. One. And he was like, phew.
Wow, if you said that to me, Nikki, you wouldn't even have to say one. I would be out here.
Two.
Nikki, oh my God.
Three. And sometimes I do get to three, and then I just have to like pretend to lift, and then they're out of there.
Pretend to lift, and you go right back on the couch.
Like, yes, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna try that. See, Callum's like a good listener, so he could do that. But again, Tyson's only 1.5, like, and he's like Leo. He does not. He doesn't listen at all. He laughs in my face. Like, anytime I say don't do something, he's doing it. He's giggling. He's cackling. He's like doing things to like annoy me. But he's so cute and like plump that it's just like, man.
Yep. All the
I
above.
getcha. Okay, so again, sorry, that wasn't really like a pop culture news story, but needed to be discussed. That leads us in to the next story, which is a big update of something we were talking about like leading up to our break, which is the Netflix Warner Brothers takeover. There's been an interesting development, and it's kind of like a rumor, but I wanted to get your thoughts on it because a lot of people are kind of like opposed to Netflix buying Warner Brothers because people think like this is the end of movie theaters. And there's been this rumor going around that like execs at Netflix are planning that when they do the Warner Brothers takeover, when Netflix starts like releasing movies in movie theaters, they're going to do like they're only going to keep movies in the theaters for 17 days. Have you seen this?
No, but I love that so much.
Well, apparently now the time frame for a movie in movie theaters is like 60 days, 90 days, 45 days.
Oh my God. Like,
And they want to do 3 weekends. So if you want to see a movie in theaters, you have 3 weekends to get your ass off the couch and go do it.
you have 1, 2, 3 weekends. To get your ass off the couch.
I'm crying. Nikki, you need to start making those those TikTok videos where you're like bossing people around to like get their ass off the couch.
Oh my God, like Kylie Perkins.
Get your ass off the couch. Get in the movie theater. But okay, so I guess you're in the pro category. You're pro the three weekends.
Because then does that mean that it's coming to Netflix then on the 4th weekend?
I don't know about the 4th weekend, but like
Way sooner.
way sooner.
I am so here for that. I think that 3 weekends is a very reasonable amount of time. There's movie theaters everywhere. If you're on vacation and really want to see a movie, get your arse to the theater.
But here's like the other end of that, where like, or I guess the cons of like a 3-day,
Yeah, tell me, because I'm not finding any.
Okay, so one is that then that means that like there's less new movies playing in theaters overall. So then there's going to be like gaps of time where there's just like no new movies in the theaters.
Okay.
So that means like there's less people going to the theaters over an extended period of time, but maybe there's like more people going in like a condensed amount of time. Like I guess for example, remember how I said that the Stranger Things finale was airing in theater for New Year's weekend?
Yeah.
They made $20 million that weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, which is huge. So I think that's kind of like Netflix is saying like, hey guys, look, like if you put it like a strict time limit, like if you want to see this movie, you have this time, like maybe more people will go right away. Like the people that actually want to see it in theater, it'll like motivate them to like get up and go. But if you
Or
only have a
are they
movie-
going to be like,
I'll
okay,
just wait.
I can literally wait a month to see it?
and save money.
Or is Netflix... That's interesting. That's really interesting. Because
then
then
also,
right now,
like-
if you're buying a movie on Prime, let's say, like a movie comes out and you have to buy it, you're still buying it. Like, you're still
Yeah,
buying something. Are they, I
exactly.
wonder if they're gonna like way up our Netflix subscriptions.
100%. Also, this like also brings into question where like it could create a divide like within filmmakers, because
Mm.
obviously there's going to be filmmakers that take a strict stance where they're like, no, this movie is going to be made to be in theaters. But I'm sure like a lot of people now are just, or like a lot of filmmakers are going to be like, have a hard time finding studios that want to make a movie to be shown in theaters if people aren't going to the theaters anymore. So like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's going to
Yeah,
create like a huge divide of people that are just like cranking out movies with like lower budgets to like just get
100%.
them on streaming instead of like these big productions like Wicked.
Yeah. That's the other thing is like quality over
Yes,
quantity. Like that they're
totally.
just going to be like, all right, well we had that lull, so we just like crank out some piece of sharp movie and
Yeah,
like get it in the theaters. But not to jump into heated rivalry, but I literally can't help it. That was made in 37 days.
I
Like
know.
low budget, like so
Yeah,
it can be done. I mean,
it
that
can be
of
done.
course is a very special stars aligning, like
Yeah,
super freak, supernatural occurrence that happened with that show.
totally. I think people are just
That's
afraid like
interesting.
this is the beginning of the end for movie theaters. And like, do we want
Right.
movie theaters to end?
The
No.
corruption and the greed, it seems like,
Yeah, and like the
is
saving money. And then also, like, if you only have a movie that's going to be in theaters for 3 weekends, like, you're probably going to promote it less. So you're going to spend less money promoting the project, which is like, that might be really appealing to like production studios.
I'm personally still on the pro train of like, I feel like it gets people excited to go to the movies.
Yeah.
That it's like, oh, we all have 3 weeks to be a part of this thing. If we want to like go and see the Mario movie, like I know my kids need to go and see the Mario movie in
Yeah.
theaters. So they're going to be like, all right, let's go.
I guess, what do you guys think? Are you pro 3 weekend only movies in theaters? Or are you like, no, this is like, keep it to the little people, keep theaters alive?
I am here to keep theaters alive though, too.
I know. It's tough.
Oh my God, are we going to have to add this to our cause? Malls for moms and movie theaters for moms?
Yeah, but you're kind of like anti.
I know, but I love a movie theater. I really do. I really do. I love
Two
the
things can be true.
experience. Yeah,
You don't want
I'm
to get
holding
up off your
space for
arse,
both.
but you do
Yeah,
love a theater.
because I can lay in a theater. Like, it's a
We got up for
luxurious
Wicked.
experience. We did. And we
I
also
think
didn't have recliners.
I know, that was crazy. I think Andrew and I are going to go see The Housemaiden this weekend. Or The Housemaid, like, have to see it.
Have to see it. I think I might do that alone. Or maybe with my sister while she's still here.
Yeah.
But John also mentioned that there's this movie Anaconda out with Jack Black in it.
What?
It's a
Like a
comedy.
remake of the.
No, it's a comedy though. And he was saying
Interesting.
he wants to go see it in theaters.
Oh, see? It's like a good. Like, I love going to the
I
movie
love
theater.
going to the movie theaters
I
too.
know.
I
So we need
always
to keep
have.
them alive. Yeah.
We do.
Malls and theaters for moms.
Okay.
Okay, that brings me to our next, like, actual millennial news story, because I posted on our Not Mad About It podcast Instagram that MTV channels are going off the air. And I was like, wait, how are we not talking about this? Like, I thought like MTV as we know it was just like not going to
A
exist
staple.
anymore. So obviously I did some digging, and it's not that MTV is going off the air, but I don't have cable anymore, but I guess if you
Mm.
have cable, you know this. There's like a million MTV like music only channels. There's like MTV 80s, MTV 90s, MTV Club, and all they do is play music videos and movies. So
Okay.
all of those channels are going away.
Okay.
So there's still like MTV where you can watch like The Challenge,
Where you could
RuPaul's
watch
Drag Race
ridiculousness
on a
reruns
loop.
over. Yeah.
Yeah, so like the channel MTV still exists, but like
Okay.
all of the channels that only played music videos and commercials basically are gone, which
That's
like
very misleading.
that so misleading, right? Because I was like, why aren't more people talking about this? This is like the
Right.
end of our
I was like,
generation
where's Jersey Shore gonna live then? If not on
on
MTV?
MTV. I know. So MTV is still around, just all the music video channels are gone, which that tracks.
Okay. That makes
And
sense.
I guess like each specific channel played like, you know, a music video that was like so poignant to that channel. So like MTV 90s, the last music video they played before they went out was Spice World, like Goodbye or something
Oh,
like that.
oh, vitamin C. As we go
Go
on.
on. Wow, that's our era right there. That might
Yep.
be 2000s.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know. I just thought like, wow, okay, they made like what a misleading headline.
Yeah, totally. And that's why you do your research, guys.
Exactly. That's why. Also, this has nothing to do with MTV, but what are your thoughts on Alex Earl and Tom Brady?
Oh my God, I'm so happy that we're talking about this. I think Alex, is my girl. And if she wants to rub Tom Brady's back in a club, like, go ahead. Like, you deserve that. I think Tom Brady, I'm so sorry because I know a lot of our listeners are New Englanders. Like, I think he's such a loser.
Same.
I think he's weird. I think he's ugly. And I think he's a loser.
You're weird, you're ugly, you suck.
But, like, hey, upgrade.
I think that
Totally,
like
like, not gonna go anywhere.
not going to go anywhere. Alex can do whatever she wants. I think that Tom Brady was probably really sad over Giselle getting married and pregnant, right? Like she's
Yeah, I think she had a
pregnant,
baby. Did she have a baby?
or maybe she had the baby.
With her
Like I don't.
karate instructor, I heard.
Yeah, that's who she got married to.
Wow.
So I think he's probably like in an emotional state. Alex Earl is like this hot young thing, and like why not
Why not?
have little make out? We don't even know,
I mean, if
right?
she gets that under her belt, good for her.
Yeah,
I
totally.
think they were seen like kind of canoodling for, if not the night, maybe the whole weekend. Like, I
But
think there
I've
was
seen people
multiple
like
sightings.
shipping this as like a real relationship. They're like,
Oh,
yes, this is it. It's like,
no.
no. Like she just became single. Like we need to see her dating like a Hollywood star.
Yeah,
Like
she's
she's
got,
on the rise.
yeah, she's got things to do, and Tom Brady has like nothing to do besides like play mahjong in his mansion and like
Drink
announce,
smoothies.
yeah, and kiss his kids on the lips. Just kidding. I don't think that's weird because I kiss my kids on the lips too. So,
Wait, do you want to know a couple I am kind of into? I don't know if you know them, but Dakota Johnson and that guy role model, the Sally singer.
I don't. Oh,
He's
now
hot.
what do you think about Dakota Johnson? She's a tricky one for me.
See, like
She's a hard read for me.
I like her vibe.
You do.
I do. I like her vibe. I think she has like a really dry sense of humor.
Very.
Dakota Johnson reminds me of Aubrey Plaza,
Yeah, I see
right?
that. Yep, yep, yep.
Just like funny, dry,
Very
like
dry.
maybe you don't kind of like get it. Like you think they're being serious, but like they're not being serious. Like everything's a little bit of a bit, but
Yeah.
they're very like deadpan. Like
Yeah,
I like that. So I love her. I think she's such a little hottie, and I
she
think he
is.
is so handsome.
I can't picture his face right now. I mean, but love it.
He's hot,
Love the
and
song.
she's 36 and he's 28.
Oh my gosh, good for her.
I
Yeah,
actually
and
feel like that's like not too crazy.
I mean, if it were the other way around, we'd be like, what a fucking disgusting.
No, that's like
No,
those are like 28 is like you're there. You're
you're
almost
fully
30.
developed. Yeah,
Yeah, you're
like
developed, and
you.
36 is us.
Yeah, and we're 19.
If some young, hot 28-year-old guy was like hitting on me, I'd be like, "Hello,
Hello. Hello and
one,
goodbye, John.
one, two, three, come here." Okay,
What's the age difference between Alex and Tom?
I think he's 48 and she's 25.
Okay. Yeah, like she's ready to party, which is fine. If
Yeah,
they both want to have fun and hook up, literally nothing wrong with that. I don't
totally
see
agree.
it being.
No, I
And do
actually
you
can't
think
wait to
that,
see who she dates next year or this
what's this
year.
guy's name? Nick Barrios? Is it Nick?
No, Braxton.
Braxton. Do you think he's like shitting himself? Like, oh my God.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine, like, your ex now just goes and hooks up with, like,
The
the
GOAT.
most famous football
Yeah.
player of, like, our generation? But she
I
said
watched
that
it.
her and Braxton ended,
I
like,
could believe that.
friendly, good
Yeah.
terms.
Sometimes
So
you
I don't
just
think
move
it's, like, a
apart from
revenge
people.
thing.
In the video, did you obviously watch it of her like rubbing his back in the club?
Yeah.
She looked like she was gonna do it and then like paused for a second and then like went and did it. I'm like, yeah, you're that bitch. Like you rub
Yeah.
his back. Don't think
Fucking
twice.
cares? Yeah.
Rub that back. Rub that old back.
So he's probably sore. Yeah, rub that old back. Like, maybe he just needed, like, a little
Yeah.
crack.
I can
Ew.
honestly see them kind of vibing because like she's a little boring and so is he.
I can't wait to see what she does next from Dancing with the Stars, like outside of being an influencer.
I know. I miss her.
I know. Miss Dancing with the Stars. I never thought I'd say that. Okay, so that's all I had for like news stories because like we have so much like TV and stuff to get to. Let's move on to some TV recs because Andrew and I did watch a movie on Netflix, speaking of, that was like kind of interesting that I just wanted to share with the class. It's called Eden. It's on Netflix. It's with Sydney Sweeney, Jude Law, Anna de Armas. And when Andrew first like said he wanted to watch it and he explained the plot to me, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But then we watched it and it was such a slow burn. It was so good. I actually think other people might like it. It's very interesting. I feel like if I really explain what it's about, it's going to sound so boring. So just to give like a generalized like elementary school plot of what it is, it's basically like 3 different groups of people move to the Galapagos Islands, a remote island, because Hitler like just took over reign and like they obviously don't agree like with what's going on, and they moved to this island because they want to like live off the land and they want to start like a new wave of life, of civilization, like get back to humanity. But living on like a remote island, it kind of becomes like battle for the island. Like who gets the island, like who is worthy of the island, like who's going to reign supreme of this island. And it's a true story.
Oh, wow.
So it's basically like watching a documentary. Like I will watch any documentary just like I will watch anything that's a true story. Wow. So once I found out that it's a true story and we're going to get like, you know, end of the movie, like updates, that's my favorite part of a true story. I was like, oh, I'm so in, have to watch it. And it was, again, it was a slow burn, but it was really fucking good. Like I really liked it.
Okay.
The only thing, I don't know if you feel this way about movies, is that it was a little over 2 hours long. And like, I need a 90-minute movie, but I love a 2-hour episode of TV. Do you know what I mean?
I don't. I need it to be like 50 minutes. Like if we start going over 50 minutes for an episode, I'm getting a little antsy.
You're tweaking.
Yeah. Like when I found out that Mary's documentary was 3 episodes, I was like, fuck. I just like a one and done. Like
I like a one and done too.
I don't have time to commit.
I actually feel like they could have, like there was a lot missing. We'll see.
I agree.
I feel like there could have been more. Okay, so besides Eden on Netflix, movie recommendation, I put Heated Rivalry. I can't say that word, you guys.
I know. Heated Rivalry.
Rivalry. In our TV Recs. I was just thinking, Heated Rivalry, Hollander, Rosenoff.
Yes. People have said that.
Oh, damn.
Wicked so Witch.
Flip it around. What's up?
Livy loves to do that now. Wait, before we get into Heated Rivalry, I also did watch a movie on Netflix. It was called, I told you, Caught Stealing. It's with Austin Butler.
Yeah, was it good?
And actually one of the guy who's in the Targaryen show, he's the uncle, whatever. He was a
and Zoe
character.
Kravitz, right?
And Zoe Kravitz, yes. The acting wasn't great. It was like a fine watch. Like if you're just like wanting to watch a movie that you really don't have to think too much about, it was fine. Like spoiler alert, he gets his like kidneys busted open by these bad guys, and then he's like jumping through windows after, like literally breaks out of the hospital and is like jumping through windows, and I'm like, okay, you're like not even panting. Like I don't believe you. But it was fine. So if you want something that's just like dumb and like easy to watch, like I watched it with John. He liked it just fine. You know, he's so picky.
He is so picky.
So picky.
Yeah.
We also just started a new show with Mark Ruffalo. I think it's also on Netflix. I forget what it's called. Also good. I can come back and give you the name if I remember it. But, you know, we all have ChatGPT. We have Google.
You can figure it out. Mark Ruffalo, new show.
Yep. Maybe okay, Netflix, maybe not.
Let's get to Heated Rivalry.
Yes.
Because I would have never have expected to be so obsessed with like a hockey gay porn show.
Never in my life.
Did any of us anticipate this is how we were going to be ending our year? Like
no.
Fully, like obsessed is not even the right word. Like
I told my cousin
over
today,
my life.
My DNA has changed.
Yeah. And I think about it all the time. The amount of content I was consuming after was astronomical.
Well, the amount of content that they're putting out. I mean, I could watch them freaking watch paint dry. Anything that they do, I want to watch.
If for some reason you live under a rock and you don't know what we're talking about, there was this 6-episode show that came out on HBO Max, and it's basically like these two closeted hockey players fall in love over the span of like 10 years, and you just see their relationship go from kind of
Fuck
like,
buddies.
yeah,
And
like a situationship to like a
yeah.
full on like in love with each other, but then also
And
like
they're
them,
rivals. They play rival hockey teams.
and they're also like accepting themselves at the same time. So it's just like such a layered story, and it started off like super porny, and it
Yeah.
ended just like so romantic,
Sobbing.
beautiful, sobbing. Like just the arc in 6 episodes
I
was
loved it.
unreal.
They got us with the porn and we stayed for the love. Like I almost prefer the like not porniness. Like I loved their love story.
Love their
I
love story.
loved Scott Hunter and Kip's love story. I mean, the whole
Obsessed.
thing was, and I have to say, every actor on the show was phenomenally cast.
Couldn't agree more. Like the people that I found for this show, again, like you said, it just goes to show that like it can be done, but everybody needs to be dedicated to making like the best thing that they could put out, and everybody on that team took it so serious, and they just like fucking did their best. I saw like an interview of the two main actors, Ilya and Shane, and they were saying that like someone was like interviewing, they're like, oh, I want to see the bloopers. And they're like, honestly, there isn't really a lot of bloopers because we were so fucking dialed in the whole time we were filming that it's like they were living that romance
And
while they were there.
you could see it on now their press tour. Like they're not in love, but like they have love and they're best friends. They just vibed. Like he's Connor Story, is that his last name? Story?
Yeah.
Who played Ilya, said like they are soulmates for life. Like you just find somebody that you click with. Brie, I'm looking at you, girl.
Hey.
And that's just like he's like it just wasn't awkward.
Yeah.
It was he dialed in. And Connor's Story, I mean Hudson Williams was fantastic as Shane, but what Connor did was so fucking sick. Like the fact that he's not Russian, like yeah, anybody could throw on an accent, but the cat, like he is nothing like Rosanov in real life. Like it is crazy.
Those are my favorite memes where it's like Connor Story is an incredible actor because seeing him in interviews, it's like that's not Ilya. Like nothing about him is the
face
character
isn't
that he
even the
played.
same.
No, he doesn't even look like
Voice,
him.
personality, nothing.
Nothing.
John, you know, guys, I love to like poke my husband's butt.
In a non-sexual way.
In a non-sexual way, of course. Like I just like I'm fucking annoying. I literally like chase him around the house. I'm like, "Come here, Hollander," and he's like, "You have this weird look in your eyes, and you're saying like this weird shit. Like, what are you doing?"
You're like, you should be afraid.
Cannot help it.
One of the craziest parts about the show is that it was originally made for like a small Canadian streaming service called Crave, I think, that only has 4 million subscribers. But when they dropped the trailer for the show, it went so viral that
Is that what
HBO
happened?
Max immediately picked it up for their streaming
smart.
service.
So smart.
So fucking smart. And it's based off like a book series, which I haven't read the books. I might read the first one, like that the show is based off of, just to get the lore a little bit more because there's so much there. And thank you to all the people that did read the book because I feel like they're pointing out so many things that makes like rewatching the show even more exciting because you're seeing all these things that you missed before, especially when it comes to Ilya.
And I also feel like, Brie, you said it was 6 episodes and the span of 10 years. And sometimes that got lost on me while watching it. And like, if you watched it, you know, the cottage at the end is like when they come out to Shane's parents. And I was like, oh, wow, like Ilya's like super comfortable right now, like touching on Shane, like in front of his parents. And it's like, yeah, don't forget that was 10 years. They've been in a relationship for 9 or 10 years already. Like that's his man.
That's his man. Also, what I wanted to ask you, because this is like a lot of discourse online, and I think it's more clear in the book, but like when do you think they each fell in love with the other one?
I think Shane was way sooner than...
See, I think Ilya, the second he met Shane, fell in love with him.
But just like played it cool.
and just played it cool because and I also saw somebody point out that when we learned at the end that Shane's mom, I mean, not Shane, Ilya's mom died of suicide. And then you think back at the beginning, they met when they were still in high school. Like, that was only a couple years after Ilya's mom passed away. So he was still, like, grieving the loss of his mom. He's, like, a young teenager. He, like, meets this boy who, like, I feel like immediately he was, like, obsessed
Taken
with
by him,
Shane.
yeah.
I mean, he sets up, like, that commercial for them to do together.
Right.
Like, I feel like he just, like, and he kind of like approached.
He initiated it.
He initiated it
100%.
Exactly. So I
Each
feel like
time he did, yes.
he had love at first sight, but it took him longer to accept that like that's who he was, or who he is for Shane.
You know what? I think you're right.
And I
agree with
think
you.
Shane actually like realized it maybe after the first time they like actually had sex. But I think when like the whole tuna melt thing happened, he was like, okay, I love Ilya and I don't think Ilya loves me.
Yeah.
And that's why he like freaked
have
out
to-
and left.
I really want to rewatch it. And it's so quick, guys. It's 6 episodes. So if, like Brie said, you've been living under a rock and like, or if you're like, oh, I don't want to watch gay porn, like you want to watch gay porn. I promise you. I promise you, you do. Like, it is
And
so
they don't
good.
show their penises, which is like
which-
the best part.
I asked Brie, I'm like, Brie, why do we like love this gay porn so much? And she's like, because they don't show their dicks. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, you're so right. Like,
Perfect.
yes.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I was reading a lot online, like, why do all these straight women love this gay romance? And it's like, it's because it's romance. Like, they do love, like, it's a lot of it is sexual in the beginning, but the character development and the love, and even Scott and Kip, like,
I love Scott and Kit.
I mean, the whole thing, I loved every single minute of it. If you had to pick one, like, who do you either identify more with or like better? I feel like you like Shane better.
Yeah, I love Shane.
And
I just
love
like
Ilya.
have such I mean, I love them both. I have such a soft spot for Shane.
That's so funny because I feel like exact opposite and have such a soft spot for Ilya.
Also, we talked about, well, you texted me about it, and I was like, damn, I was hoping you didn't find, like, I wanted to reveal it to you in the
I know.
pod, but Shane's character is on the spectrum, and I didn't really pick up on that
I
until
didn't either.
I saw that, and I was like, okay, I can see a little bit, but I guess, like, because, again, this is, like, what, 2014, 15, when the show takes place, like, I think the author said, like, she wrote Shane as, like, being on the spectrum, but Shane isn't aware that he's on the spectrum.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but, like...
Because Shane has always been told, like, what to do by his mom. So, like, Shane didn't,
Totally.
like, know he was really gay because he didn't really ever have, like, a chance to know that about himself, really. Or, like, explore that part of him.
Totally. And I love the scene of him having that conversation with his mom outside after they find out, like, that's not in the books.
Oh, really?
The creator of the show put that in because he felt like that was so important.
It was.
To see that conversation, and I totally agree. It so was like for both of them on both ends.
The thing that got me about that scene the most is when the mom was telling Shane to look at her, and he literally couldn't even. There was like a few seconds where he literally could not make eye contact with her, and like you just think about it from like a mother's point of view too. Like,
Yeah.
imagine like. Spoiler alert, they found out that Shane is gay by walking in on him making out with Ilya in his cottage, like that he didn't even know. It's like, imagine the shock.
Again, your son's number one rival for his whole career. Yeah,
They hate
that's
this
crazy.
guy. They hate him on behalf of Shane.
And that's like crazier than finding out your son's gay.
Right.
You're like, wait, what? With him?
Yeah. Like,
Love that you're gay. It's crazy that's who you chose. Like, we thought you hate him. We all hate him for you.
wait, Brie, I saw, I don't know if you probably saw this, but a lot of comparisons about them before and after telling his parents. So when they were driving to the cottage at first, they were wearing sunglasses. It's like hide.
Yeah.
And then when they left the cottage together, they didn't have their sunglasses anymore because they were just like out and open and happy together.
No, obsessed. This also
So
proves
many
that like
little tidbits.
so many little tidbits, and like this just shows that the world needs more like genuine connection, love stories with people that are taking it really serious, that like want to do a good job, and that also have a happy ending. Like not everything needs to be like dark and depressing and negative and end like with drama. Like it had like, even if we knew there wasn't going to be more seasons and it ended right here, like what a perfect, like from start to finish perfection.
Well, I don't know if you saw Not Skinny was talking about how she's scared because it ended on such a high note that she's nervous for like, we have 2 more seasons.
Yeah, but they're based
come?
off the books, so like it's already written.
And I wonder, I heard this, but I don't know if it's true because like we said, we didn't read the books, is I wonder if the next season is more like Scott and Kip heavy. But they know that we love Ilya and Shane, so they're gonna have to keep those characters as a central focus, I feel.
Yes. I think they'll probably write Scott and Kip in more because everybody loved them so much.
Yeah.
I think the purpose of Scott and Kip's story was really just to show Ilya and Shane getting to the point where they feel comfortable. I saw a clip of an interview. I saw a clip of an interview from the creator of the show, and he said that like in the books, the author does like a really good job of now showing like the locker room talk now of like people being out. Like, I don't know if he was saying that in reference to like people finding about Shane and Ilya or people now knowing about Scott.
In the future
and just
books,
like the dynamics like of like
in future books, because
it's in future books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in future books.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
I know. Like, I loved it so much. I watched it twice. I'm definitely gonna watch it again. I want to give like a little space so I can watch it like and just enjoy it and not be looking for all the things that I've seen on the internet. I just want to like watch it now with fresh eyes, like almost if it's the first time, even though I've already seen it.
Right. Like you, like me, when I read a book and it just erases from my memory. And it's like, oh, I could read that one just again.
Yeah, I needed to erase.
I agree. I need to watch it. I need to pick me up. I need to watch it again.
Also, did you see, I didn't fact check this, so if I'm wrong, I apologize, but apparently in the NHL, there's no openly gay, bi, or out players.
Wow.
I know. I wonder if like this show will change that.
I mean, I can tell you when I'm watching hockey, I'm looking to see who's fucking. I'm like, who's tapping their sticks together a little? Who's got that little fire, that little rivalry going?
And the author wrote the books based off of like a big rivalry in the NHL with I think his name was Sidney Crosby and another player. And she like they were just rivals, I guess, while they were playing together, and she like created this whole fantasy in her mind of them like being secret lovers and made this whole book based off of it.
I'm sure he's like, great. Thanks for mentioning me by name.
So happy. I know. So good though. Obsessed.
Love
guys.
it.
You have to watch it. Okay. That brings us to upcoming shows. There's so much coming out. I tried to condense
we're
it
not
to
talking
like
about climbing solo or whatever.
No,
solo?
I have that in my upcoming shows. Yeah. Climbing solo.
What is it called?
Free solo.
Free solo?
Free solo? That sounds wrong. Yeah, that's right. I have that in here because I was going to make it a story, but I moved it down here. But coming up just this week on Thursday is a big day for TV. We have season 2 of The Pit, which I've talked about a bunch on here. It's on HBO Max. It is a
ER.
Yeah, one of the actors from ER is on it from back in the day, but it's a hospital show that takes place in the emergency room, and each episode is an hour of the day in the emergency room. It's such an incredible show, amazing acting, but like trigger warning, it's like very serious, like graphic. It's just because it's real. Like
right. It's a day in the ER.
It's a day in the ER.
Yeah.
So it is like very crazy. So yeah, it's not like a light show like for the drama. It's about like literally people going to the ER and like what's happening to them. Another show we have coming out on Thursday the 8th is The Valley Persian Style on Bravo and then airing the next day on Peacock. I don't know if we'll recap that, but definitely gonna watch.
I am too. Who all is on the cast? I know Mercedes.
Yeah, Mercedes. I think everybody like Gigi.
Well, not Mike. Mike is
Reza.
Like, toxic.
Yeah, not
I can't
him,
imagine that he's back.
Yeah, I think Reza, Gigi, Mercedes.
I love these crazy clowns. Like,
yeah, so that should be good.
Nuts. We won't be recapping, but if we're gonna watch.
Yeah, if we have thoughts, we'll share. Also on Thursday, the 8th, Traitors premieres. I think they're dropping the first 3 episodes.
Ooh.
And then it's going to be weekly dropped from there.
Okay.
But I'm so excited. We'll of course like discuss whatever needs to be discuss from that because I feel like the world is like waiting for this. Not the world, but Bravo people like us are just like waiting for Traitors to come out. I feel like they filmed it so long ago. Like
I feel like we've been talking about this forever.
For like since the last one.
Yeah.
Which we haven't, but it feels that way. Also coming out on Saturday, I posted on our stories, is the Lifetime adaptation of the Karen Read story called Accused, the Karen Read story, coming out on Lifetime, 8 p.m. on Saturday, and then I think you can stream it the next day on Hulu. Which if you were here for like the Karen Read trial, like we were obsessed. That was like 45 minutes of every episode was just like talking about Karen Read updates. This like sounds bad to say because it's like such a tragic story, but like I just like
missed the content of
yeah, and like being a part of that with you know people online, and it was something to follow, and it was so interesting. And like the trial ended and like nothing has happened since then. Like there's still no justice, and not that this Lifetime movie is justice, but it'll be interesting to just get like a little piece of it again, you know?
Yeah, and you think they're Team Karen? The Lifetime movie is going to portray it more on the sense of
they have to like it.
I mean, the McCabe's, they're all still claiming that.
I know.
But Karen has a civil suit against them, correct? Or
yeah, I think there's like things slowly happening behind the scene. Okay. Also, not this week, but next Tuesday, season 3 of Tell Me Lies is back on Hulu.
I cannot freaking wait. And that's episodic too, or is that full
I think
season
that's
drop?
weekly. Yeah, I think that's weekly. Which like we need that. We need a weekly show.
I don't.
Yes, I do. Because otherwise, it's like I do it all at once, and then I'm sad.
I know, but I forget. Okay.
Yeah. And what do you mean you forget? I talk about all the TV every week. I'll keep you up to date.
Okay.
Yeah, you have me.
Thanks.
Okay, that brings us to another thing that's coming out that leads us into something that I made Nikki watch.
Okay.
But
I watched the documentary, and can I just say before you say it, I went to then Google this person, and I did see just quickly a little headline, and I just erased it from my memory. So I can't wait to hear what you're going to say because I kind of know and I kind of don't.
Oh my God, perfect. So I posted on our story and told Nikki that if you need something to watch, Netflix just added this documentary called Free Solo, and it's with this guy, Alex Honnold. He is a rock climber.
You need to freaking watch it.
He's a rock climber, but what he does is he rock climbs without any
harness,
anything.
Ropes, nothing.
Harness, ropes. He just climbs up.
Just him and his chalk bag.
He just
no,
and
literally
his freaking long ass fingers and his thumbs. He just climbs up these mountains. And I'm not talking like a little mountain. It's like the craziest thing you've ever seen in your life, just with his hand, with nothing. A flat wall. And he is doing a live climb that's going to be televised on Netflix on the 23rd at 8 p.m. He's climbing a skyscraper in Taiwan. It's called like the building's called like I can't pronounce this, Taipei 101. It's a 1,600-foot skyscraper. It's a 2-hour global live stream. And I guess
my hands are sweating right now.
I guess what's
thinking about that.
Crazy about this compared to climbing rocks is it's like the building is completely vertical. So there's no like slick, and it's the same thing all the way up. So it's kind of like if you feel uncomfortable at one point, it's not going to change. You got to get all the way up there. And he's going to climb up this building, you guys, with nothing, just his hands and his feet.
Well, I'm assuming he's going to be practicing with a rope, which is what he did when he climbed Yosemite.
But I don't know if you remember this, Nikki, because this triggered in my memory from when we were younger. There was a live televised event of this guy that walked over a tightrope over the Grand Canyon. Do you remember that?
Yes.
With nothing, no rope, nothing. Like he walked over a tightrope across the Grand Canyon. It was televised live, and during the middle of it, it was so windy. He got down, held onto the tightrope, and started praying because he thought he was going to fall. And this was literally, like, I have PTSD from that.
I'm sweating. Wait, and did he make, obviously
he made it. Yeah, he made it. I watched it with my mom. I wonder if she remembers that, because I was like, oh my God, this guy's going to die. Like, he's going to fall off this tightrope. Like, why
Didn't somebody do that with a skyscraper too, in between the two skyscrapers?
So there's another documentary called Man on Wire, which if you love this, Nick, you need to watch that because it's similar. He walks across skyscrapers on a tightrope with nothing. Like if you fall, you fall. Like nothing keeping you in place.
Oh my God. What surprises me about this news development with that he's trying to do this? Because I wonder what year he did Free Solo.
That was
What the fuck?
2018.
Okay, so not that long ago, because he was very concerned, obviously, about having his friends around filming him
Yeah.
as he was making this climb, because there was a very good likelihood that he was going to die and fall and everybody was going to watch him. So that surprises me that he wants to televise it. Like,
He's the
that's,
first and only person that did that climb, Nikki, and free
I
solo.
know.
Which is so crazy.
You got,
Because
okay,
why would you attempt that?
Brie. So I don't know if back in October somebody died, not doing that exact climb, but it was
Oh,
Capitan.
yeah, is that not the same?
It is, but somebody
Yeah.
fell and died back in October of this year.
Wow.
And he was caught on camera because it was like kind of like a lot. It was a live climb. He actually did have a rope on and he repelled down and he repelled off the end of his rope.
Oh my God,
But
Nikki.
the whole time that I was watching this documentary, I thought it was that guy. I didn't go back and read the story. So the entire time, I'm like, John, he dies in this movie. Like
my God.
we were waiting the whole time. Spoiler alert, he does not die. But I was waiting
Obviously
for
not.
him.
He has a live stream.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to fall off and like for it to cut because I thought for a fact that he died doing that climb.
Wow.
So the whole time we watched it under the assumption that this guy was going to die.
What a nice
And
surprise.
yeah. Oh my God, you have no
What
idea.
a relief. Yeah.
But like it was very ominous, the whole documentary, because they kept saying like, they were alluding to that he was going to die. Like,
Yeah,
but
it
it's
was
like
very
you play
ominous.
stupid fucking games. Like
Yeah.
everybody, not everybody, but a lot of the people who are free climbers have died because it is so dangerous. You guys, it's just like a flat wall and he was sticking his hands in between the walls and like has two little thumb grips, karate kicked from one side of the mountain to the other side of the mountain. Not a fucking rope on this guy.
No, I remember watching that. I was like,
the craziest
this is
thing.
the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like,
Ever.
how is that normal? And spoiler alert, if you want to watch it, fast forward a little bit because I just like have to talk about the documentary with you because I've just been sitting on this for years.
Go ahead.
But in the documentary, he actually gets a MRI, like a brain scan.
Yes.
Somebody reaches out to him to see if like there's something with
interesting.
his brain that allows him to be able to like do the riskiest things you could ever that you would never even fathom doing. Like he climbs up these mountains and he's like has no fear.
Yes.
So he does an MRI, he does a brain scan, and basically what he finds out is that his like amygdala is not active. And
In the same way that ours is. So like
Yes.
it needs a lot of stimulus to activate his amygdala, which is like your fear receptor.
so he has like quite literally like has no fear. Like he
There was
does
no
not feel
activity.
fear. Yeah, there's no
They-
activity.
They showed the MRI of a normal person seeing like fearful images and it was like and it was him and it was just like black. Nothing.
Nothing.
Not a spark.
Not one little light. Which almost like made me feel better where it's like, okay, that actually makes me feel safe and more comfortable that he's not going to climb up there and have a panic attack and freak
Mm-hmm.
out because like he doesn't panic. Like he doesn't feel panic. He doesn't feel fear. You can't climb up that mountain if you do.
Oh, and you know what? He did feel fear the time that he was going to first do it, and he called it, which is great to know. Like, you know your limitations. Like, he's
Yes.
not going at it willy nilly, and he's also perfectly okay with dying.
I know.
If he fell to his death, he would be fine. He has a girlfriend, and
Sonny.
yeah, and like, John freaking hates her. He was like, if he dies, it's all her fault, and it like kind of would be. Like, she is a distraction for him.
Big distraction. But they're married now and they have 2 daughters.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they're married. They have 2 girls.
Oh my God.
He loves Sonny.
In his own, like, interesting way.
I was going to say, I feel like he backed out of that first climb because Sonny got in his head. Not because he was
totally.
afraid. Like, she was like, not giving him good vibes. Like, she set the tone. She was like telling him about like some weird dream that she had
Yeah.
that he like fell. Like, she got in his fucking head. And and she was saying, like, she was basically saying before he goes to do the craziest climb of his life, like, don't you care about me? She was like, you're still going to do it even though, like, you have me. And he was like, this is my life. But I feel like she got in his head that he
Yeah.
started questioning, like, he just didn't feel the same. He didn't feel as ready as, like, he
Yeah.
would have just wung it. And he was like, maybe I'm not actually ready.
I freaking love him when she was like, is there anything like that I could say that would make you not do it? He was like, no. Like, but now that they're married and have kids, wow,
Yeah.
that adds a whole nother layer. Wow.
I'm guessing that this climb up this building, he's
Isn't that
probably done
dangerous? Yeah.
9,000 times, and it's like a
God
fucking
forbid, though.
cakewalk.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like a million times, knock on wood.
Oh, my dogs are just about to bark.
Oh. And the kids are up.
But I feel like it must be such a cakewalk for him to agree to do this live. But a lot of people online are saying, like, what a sellout, such a cash grab.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you're
agree with
selling
that
out
too.
from the whole climbing community. Like, how could you do this? Like, it's like desperate, kind of.
Which is the opposite of the documentary that we're talking about, because he said, like, I don't care, like, I am doing this for me, which I very much believe that he was, like, he didn't care about them filming it. His intention was pure in that, and it feels a little less pure in this. It does feel a little bit like a money grab, like,
But he needs
let
the
me
money,
put it up. I mean,
you know? I'm sure he's getting paid a lot of money to do it,
oh yeah,
especially live. That's
he also said, like,
crazy.
he's doing just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he makes just enough money, but the way his brain works is incredible. Like,
Well, he does also say that, well, again, sorry, we're like going so deep on this documentary. It's so good. But he says in the documentary, his dad passed away, his mom's alive. And his mom said that like she believes that his dad would have like what we call now as Asperger's, like that his dad was on the spectrum, kind of alluding that she thinks like maybe Alex is a little bit on the spectrum,
yeah.
and like that makes total sense. I also thought it was so interesting that like his mom was saying
Oh,
that she
didn't
thinks
get
like Alex is the way because his dad was like so unaffectionate and like all these things, and Alex was like, oh, I don't feel that way, like I thought my dad was a big teddy bear. And the way that his mom thought she felt about his dad is how he feels about her.
But how could he not? She was like so cold to him as well. Like,
know.
she's like, yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to go, go. Like, okay. Like, I get supporting your son's dreams, but not a shred of a short. Okay.
Yes, very crazy. Oh, sorry, anything else for the free solo doc?
Just,
Okay,
I
so guys,
really encourage you guys to watch it. It was, and even though we talked about it a lot, like, you could still watch it and you will completely be in shock watching what he does. It's unreal.
it is unreal. Also, allegedly, maybe potentially upcoming show, rumor on the street is that season 4 of Mormon Wives is dropping at the end of January.
Okay, let's
And like,
go, ladies.
they fucking better.
I mean, yeah,
It's been very quiet on the Mormon Wives front,
it
so I
has
feel like that
been.
might actually be true. They're probably
Yeah.
like, ladies, please, can we save something for the show?
Yeah, totally.
And Taylor's back, so
Taylor's
she can
back.
promote,
back. When is her season of The Bachelor coming out? Bachelorette?
March.
Oof. Okay.
I know.
We got a
That'll
ways
be
to go.
quick though.
I sure hope so.
Okay,
I'm done with
do
this
you want to
cold ass
do
weather.
do you want to do Salt Lake City real quick and then we'll
Sure.
go into the doc?
Sure.
Salt Lake City, I thought this episode, like, there was no, like, plot, like, nothing moved the needle. It was just, like, a funny, like, good vibes, lighthearted episode to watch, which I feel like we really needed after the last couple episodes of just, like,
I
the fucking plane and Meredith, like,
cannot disagree with you more. Funny and
didn't like it?
lighthearted. They were hysterically crying the whole time about Meredith's alleged drug and alcohol abuse. They called frickin' Brittany Bateman out for being an alcoholic. That was psychotic.
well, that was, like,
That was psychotic, Brie. They're
Lisa just being
accusing. She was being nuts.
that was crazy.
Literally,
But
they're all talking about what a nice time they had. And they're like, so Brittany, were you vomiting so many times because you're an alcoholic, Alkie? Are you an Alkie? I didn't
to
call her an
me,
alcoholic.
I feel like it's so unserious that I'm just like, these
But
fucking
why?
ladies are
But why?
batshit.
Why is it unserious to do that to Brittany? But if they make an accusation against Meredith, it's like, shut it down.
But that's the thing is like they
I don't like that
all
Brittany's the butt of the joke all the
well,
time.
that's
It's
what I was
annoying.
gonna say is like they all held Meredith to the flames for like bullying Brittany, but they all fucking bully Brittany.
They all
Like
do.
even at the spa, the ASMR whisper fight was one of the
my-
funniest things I've ever seen in my life. But they're so Angie's talking shit about Brittany and like they're all so mean to Brittany. And I think that's
are.
part of Meredith's point though, is like you guys are harping on me for like the drinking, being mean to Brittany, all this stuff, but like look at yourselves. Like hello.
There's a big level of cruelness, though, from Meredith. And
Well, she hates Brittany.
and Lisa. Like, they are being intentionally cruel and malicious. They're trying to bring her down.
I'm not trying
Sorry.
to laugh at Brittany. It's just like,
We just couldn't be more different. Like, you think it's like the funniest thing. And I'm like, mad.
no. The only reason why I think it's
I
funny
fucking
is
hate Lisa Barlow.
because I feel like Brittany like gets in the game too. Do you know what I mean? Like,
But that's what pisses me off about her is like, stand up for yourself. Stop letting these women treat you like this. I understand you want to be a part of the show. You want to cash your check. You want to
yeah.
be in with the ladies. They're so fucking mean to you. Like, why do you want to be around these bitches that are so mean to you? And like, stand up for yourself. No, it's not okay. The way that Meredith spoke to you on the plane was not okay. Lisa calling you an alcoholic is not okay. Tell them it's not okay.
But they just called Meredith an alcoholic pill popper 2 episodes ago.
I think they believe that.
Well, yeah, I know. Like, but I'm just saying, like, they all say this stuff about each other. Like, I keep going back to Lisa's the source. Like, everybody moved on from that. Like, that's why I feel like it's so unserious because they just like sling these fucking words at each
You're
other
right.
that kind of mean nothing.
They have memories of like a goldfish.
Yeah,
It's like,
they
oh,
focus on it for 10 minutes, then they're like, shots or whatever. Then they're just like getting kicked out
you
of.
alcoholic.
They just like don't care. Like,
But what
they do
do
and
you
they don't.
think is happening with Meredith? Because the ladies did have a lunch. It was Bronwyn, Whitney, and Mary. And like Mary was really upset.
She was
And I
really
think
upset.
the whole thing is that she's seeing a lot of her son. I think a lot of her feelings aren't as much about Meredith as it is about her own son. And it's just
Yeah,
like causing a little internal conflict and like thought processing with her.
she's triggered.
Yeah.
I think that what's going on with Meredith is like kind of what Lisa was saying is that like Meredith like doesn't really like any of the women there. She doesn't feel like any of them like her. They're always like making amends with her and then still like coming back at her. And like Meredith doesn't play the game. So she's
Right.
just like instead of getting involved, she's just shutting down. And that's why
She
she gets activated because she shuts down and then she can't take it anymore and then she fucking explodes and then she
and it's gonna
shuts
be
back down.
and it's gonna be on Brittany because Brittany's the weakest, or Whitney because she
Yep.
hates Whitney. But when she was fucking at that lunch and she was like, no, at the lunch. This was like last episode. She's like, oh, I'm not gonna talk to my son on Mother's Day because, he's on Brooks is on plane now and I'll just be alone on Mother's Day then. Like fucking dying. Like you can't tell me that that's a well woman.
No, see, to me, that was like a cry for attention. That was a cry for help. She was like, somebody lend me an olive branch. Somebody lend me a bone. I want you guys to feel bad for me. Like,
It was so
she wanted them to feel
comical.
bad for her. Yeah.
It did not work for me. I was like, oh my God, like she needs help.
She's like hunched over.
And I just won't talk to Brooks today on Mother's Day. And then like Brittany's crying because her kids didn't talk to her for 4 years. I'm like, oh dear God.
But you don't think this episode was funny that they're getting kicked out of the spa, then they're getting kicked out of dinner, their last dinner, and Angie's like, I'm from here. This is my country. It's like,
No,
oh,
Brie,
Angie, can you
it
say
makes
anything?
me fucking mad. I think that they're animals. Like it pisses me off. Like it's just to me, it is funny, but it's also just so disrespectful. Like they
Yes,
are
it is.
so
You're right. You're
far
right.
in their own worlds. That man literally had to ask them 4 times to leave, and Angie didn't even stop talking.
She's like, sure.
Somebody was like, no, they're asking us to leave. And she just kept carrying on with the fight. It's like they don't even register. They are so in their own bubble that I'm like, oh my, you guys are animals.
I mean,
Animals.
it's literally like when they were on the yacht and they were just like ignoring everybody there. But here they thought they could do the same thing, but they put their fucking foot down. They're like, you can leave.
You can leave.
Yeah, I thought it was so funny.
They were seriously animals. Like,
They are animals. This week is the finale.
wow, okay. I can't wait
know.
for the reunion.
Me too. And I'm excited, like not excited, but I'm interested to hear all like the Bronwyn Todd stuff, like what she's going to discuss
Where she's
about
at,
that.
yeah.
Because again, like I posted on our stories, like for some reason I still thought like, okay, sure, separation, whatever, like live their own lives, like maybe not get divorced. But like, no, I actually think they're going to divorce and Bronwyn's like going to be single on the show. And for that,
She is.
I'm looking forward to.
For that, we're grateful.
So we'll see what they say on the reunion. But let's get to the documentary because a
Okay.
lot to say there. We watched
let's start with our thoughts pre-documentary about Mary, because Mary is a very polarizing character on the show.
She
I
is
know when I first started, I was like, what the hell is wrong with her?
this wackadoodle.
This wacko. And then you kind of start to love her a little bit.
Yeah.
You're like,
well, she
okay.
took a big break from the show. So it was like a palate cleanser.
Which was very interesting to see in the documentary, the timeline and how everything was lining up, because this shit was going on. Like the alluding of the cult was happening on the show.
I know.
They talked about it at the reunion. Whitney Rose, I hope this girl got a check for the amount of times that she was shown on the documentary.
No, I'm sure she didn't.
No,
but
she didn't.
I'm glad that they showed all that, because I remember that stuff being discussed when I watched it, but I just I don't remember it being like
such a big deal.
Such a big deal. And then when they're flashing back to it, I'm like, holy shit, like,
yeah, we were talking about it.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Like, it was a big part of the reunion. She didn't go to the season 2 reunion. We didn't see her for 2 years, and she came back like seriously a new woman.
Yeah.
And now won't talk about the show at all, but I guess before the documentary came out, I was like, oh my God, a cult doc. This is so dramatic. Like,
completely agree.
What are they going to say? Like, we kind of knew that they were taking a lot of money from like the parishioners, like at the church. Like, I feel like I knew that. Like,
that surprised me the most. I didn't even get like really like, yeah, I got culty vibes a little bit, but to me, my biggest shock was just the amount of money that they were taking from these people. And it's like, oh damn, Mary, like, yeah, how do you live your lifestyle? How do you and Robert Sr. live your lifestyle?
The documentary
because
did
you
a
don't
really
work.
I actually have like good things and bad things about the documentary in general. Like, I feel like I have a lot of questions from the documentary. Like, they were not very clear on so many things, and I feel like they left out a lot of context.
Yeah.
But I do feel like the documentary did a good job, like, opening right away, saying, like, Mary and her husband are pastors. Typically, pastors live a very, like, humble lifestyle. Yeah. Very modest. They're not out here with, like, multiple homes, designer clothes, butlers, whatever you want to call it, like, people working for them. And like, I never questioned, like, how were they so rich? Until they
because
said
we were
that
all
in the
so
documentary.
busy worrying about Jen Shaw Chalet.
Yes.
That the
so
finances of Mary Cosby weren't really, we're like, oh, she's just like rich. Like,
yeah, she's just
maybe her
rich.
granddad got money from Mama, and that's how they have money. Very sus.
There was a lot of shocking things, but one of the most shocking to me was that Mary has known her now husband / grandpa, Gramps, that's what they called him, since she was 3 years old.
Yeah.
And a lot of people got from the documentary, they think that Robert Sr. was like grooming Mary, but I kind of feel like, I feel bad saying this because I do like Mary, but I kind of feel like Mary and Robert Sr. are like con artists.
Partner, yeah. I completely agree.
I don't think this is like a cult. I think they're con artists, and they're conning all of these people for money, because
completely agree.
They're not trying to like get new members.
Right.
They're not trying to recruit people to join their church. They just want to take all the money from all the people that currently go to their church. Like, it's a grift.
I understand, like, the cult,
the mindset, like, and the stuff like that.
Yeah, right.
Like,
we're mind controlling. Everybody thinks Mary is God. But it was less to me culty than, like, they just loved them, and they were scared of... I don't feel like they believed that they were doing good. I think that they were scared of Mary.
Yeah, they're scared of Mary.
And the consequences of what would happen if they didn't give or they didn't do what Mary and Robert wanted. Again, jumping all over the place. At the time that Mama died, so Mama is Mary's biological grandmother.
Yep.
She founded, which I thought was very interesting too, the what is it called? Faith formation, faith temple formation.
Faith temple.
Whatever the church is that Mary now runs. Her grandmother started it. And I was surprised that I kind of thought this was like a long running cult, like the way that they kind of framed it in the show. But everybody who spoke about it said like Mama was the best. It was like so joyful, so loving, like a family. Everybody was a family. Mama suddenly dies. Robert Sr., who is 20 years her junior, so like 20 years younger than Mama, kind of weasels his way in, and everybody starts to feel the vibe shift.
Yep.
Mama suddenly dies, which, do we know how she died?
No.
I wonder if that's sus.
No, people think that
He,
I think Mary's mom like tried to sue Robert or somebody saying that like they thought that he murdered her or
wow.
is like responsible for her death. That's a whole other
Somehow.
thing.
At the time of Mama's death, Mary was like excommunicated from the
Yeah.
church because she was a bad girl. She was partying, she was doing things she wasn't supposed to do, so Mama kicked her out of the church. Mama dies, and Mary comes back, and it comes to be that Mama, in her dying days and her last final wishes, was that Robert Sr. would marry Mary and take over the church, which causes this huge divide. And I'm like, now that's fucking sus. The
That's
whole
sus.
time, I thought that Mary was like a pawn, and like I thought she was the victim.
Yep.
Like, oh my gosh, this like woman was forced to marry her step grandfather. Like,
Same.
how fucking disgusting is that?
Disgusting. Yep.
It seems like she found her way to get in, get money, and was like, okay.
It seems like her and
They have an
Robert came
arrangement of somehow.
came up with that story to explain why they were together. Because the whole time since we've known Mary, she's been saying like she married her grandfather because it was Mama's dying wish. She wanted Mary to take over the church, and that also meant taking over her husband. And then we watched the documentary and we found out like that's completely made up.
Yeah.
Like that came from nowhere. That's not written down anywhere. Like nobody heard anybody say that. Like they just kind of made up this story to excuse their relationship. And now Mary, who was excommunicated from the church, is now
Gets
running
whole
the church. Like, and which is also what caused a big rift between Mary and her mom. I think a lot of people in the family thought that they were going to be the ones to take over the church.
Who, the mom?
Yeah, like I think the mom thought it was going to be her. I
Of
think
course.
the
Why wouldn't it
son,
be? Why
you
are
know,
we
she, like,
jumping a
adopted that-
generation?
Yeah, like you know, she like Mama like adopted that her son. Like I think maybe he thought it was going to be him. I think a lot of people thought that like they would have the chance to get the
Yeah.
church, and like Mary and Robert Sr. just like swooped in, tag team together, and like ripped it out from everybody
Before anybody could blink, yeah.
before anybody could blink, which is like why some people believe that they all the people that spoke on the documentary, like a lot of people online think that like they just came off as like jealous. They're kind of like over dramatizing what happened because like they're just mad that like Mary got the church. Like there's a lot of Mary apologists. And like a lot of content creators that we follow, I'm seeing are like really brushing this documentary off. Like they think it's nothing we didn't know before, so not a big deal.
But
like,
have they
so
watched it?
a lot of them were featured in it,
Well, that's true too.
unbeknownst to them. Like
I
all
saw
these
this-
creators are featured in the doc, but nobody got asked permission to be featured.
Yeah. I saw this girl was like, I don't even need to watch the documentary. Like, nobody's going to turn me against Mary. And then, like, everybody in the comments was like, I would join Mary's cult, like, laughing about it. And I'm like, literally wanted to comment, like, you guys should watch it.
But, like,
Because I would joke and say the same thing before that, too. Because, like, I love Mary.
Same.
But now I'm like, something ain't right. Something ain't
I
right.
did want to say that I do kind of feel like, because when Mary was married at the time when Mama passed away, and she got divorced. 19 days later, she married Robert Sr., and they literally like took over the church. But I do kind of feel like there's two theories about this. I do kind of feel like when Mary came back on the show, she came back a different person. Like, remember I said, like, she seems, like, matured, like, she's different. Like, when she married Robert Sr. and took over the church, she was 25 years old. Now she just, like, when she came back, I wonder if she kind of, like, woke up to, like, after receiving all the backlash and, like, hearing from all the people, like, speaking out against her, I wonder if she took any of that in and is, like, almost having guilt about like the way she was doing things at the church, and also dealing with like all the issues she's having with her son Robert Jr. Like she just seems different. Like I wonder if that has like in any way humbled her, and maybe we're gonna get some sort of like statement or interview from Mary where she kind of like admits to some of this, but like is gonna take a path of like, I am now gonna like lead the church with the reopening like in a new direction. Like, do you know what I mean? Like any ownership over what she's been doing, because she does seem different now. Or is it
She does.
PR? Like people think she hired a PR person after season 2, took a huge break, and that's why she came back like now this new person.
Well, I will say that they did say on the show, Mary is showing you guys who she is. Like, she was pretty cruel on the first seasons, like very nasty. Just the things that she says, like, are a little strange and like really mean. Like when she said that Heather like looked inbred.
I know.
Like,
but she's dialed it back now. Like,
yeah, but we hear in the documentary that she berated her parishioners too. Like she
calling them poor and ugly.
Call them poor and ugly because they didn't give her enough gifts for her birthday.
Yeah.
The way that they did confessions was writing a letter, and then Mary would read it and they would berate the member that wrote their confession. Like, oh my God.
That was crazy. That's part of the control.
We do see shades of that on Housewives. We do see that side of her.
I know. We just like, I need to hear from Mary.
I need to hear from Mary too. And I wonder if Andy's like shitting himself. Like,
I
because
know.
how do you employ somebody that's evil? Like,
people think that Andy and Bravo like know all of this about Mary and that they're like choosing to either protect her or ignore it because she's like makes good TV for the show. Because she came back, we never saw Robert Sr. again, and we never heard her speak about any of this or the women speak about any of these allegations like ever again. Also in the documentary, I think it was Mary's sister that makes like such a passing comment that she thinks that the church was never even renovated.
I wanted to talk about the renovation for a second. What does that mean? What do you mean? Like they didn't renovate it and they just pocketed all this money?
Or like Mary, because of all the backlash that happened from the show, that maybe they just like closed the church like to get the heat off of them for a little while so that Mary could like, when she comes back on the show, like get the morale, like get the good energy back and like shift maybe like the tone.
The narrative a little bit.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I was also thinking about the renovation as like, is she just trying to erase Mama and now have her own, like this is
they have that
my
shrine
church.
for Mama there.
Oh my God. I mean, poor Mama. Like,
I know.
Probably rolling in her freaking grave, like watching this happen. Like this fucking piece of shit leech Robert Sr.
Yes.
Like something ain't right with him.
Something's not right with him.
And something's not right with Mary too, because she has, you know, when people lie and they have like tells that they do about themselves, you can see like Mary's eyes and like her lips, like when she kind of like purses her lips together, like you could tell when she's uncomfortable and I feel like lying. And when they did that interview, maybe it was for Bravo, when her and Robert Sr. were sitting next to each other and explaining it. And then they were showing the footage of him on the reunion. Like, he seems like not a nice man.
No, he does not at all, which is, I think, like, that's what a lot of people are saying in the doc, that he is like Jekyll and Hyde. What I would like to see happen, and I don't know if, like, Andy is going to take it like this like level of seriousness, but I feel like Andy and Mary need to do like some sort of watch what happens live or like sit down where they go through all the allegations. Mary explains herself, and I feel like Mary needs to like leave Robert Sr. and just like, if she means it and wants to like start fresh with the church with good intentions. Like, do you know what I mean?
Know. How does that happen though? Because now in terms of who's in charge of the church, it's Mary, right?
Yeah.
But does Robert have any legal ties to it? Like, I wonder if she could just be like, bye.
Yeah, see ya. Like if they got divorced. I don't know. And also like all the money, like I don't think that, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of like, it's not a huge church. There's not like hundreds of people that belong to the church. So I do kind of agree that like Mary and Robert are not funding their entire lifestyle and all the money. They were like stealing from the people in the church. Like it's millions of dollars they need to be getting. And I feel like the documentary didn't.
But Cameron mortgaged his house and gave him $300,000.
She has probably like enough purses that cost all that. That's like, I just feel like it's not, they have multiple homes. Like,
but churches are also like tax exempt.
Tax free.
Like
Yeah.
you do think about Scientology. Like they do
I know.
shady shit to
I
get
just feel
make
I
and
wish the
keep money.
documentary explained like this is how much the mortgage costs on this house that they're paying for, this house. Like they didn't
Dove
explain
a
like
little,
all the
yeah.
money. They just kept like talking about it. It's like, okay, but Mary has like Chanel, Louis Vuitton, like every name brand you can imagine. Like
Yeah.
it can't all just be from the church. And like where is that money coming from? Like what was the inheritance? Like we never
Hmm.
talk about what the inheritance
Oh,
was.
well,
Like
yeah,
what
we the salons, the
but like what
stores,
revenue comes from that? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, is that millions of dollars? Like, is it
maybe.
really that much? Because I just feel like we didn't like I need to get in the weeds a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
financially.
Mm-hmm.
Also, all the family members was so confusing. Cause like I said, Cosby was Mama's last name. So
Mm-hmm.
Robert Sr. took Mama's last name and just like all they showed like a brief diagram of like a
Mm-hmm.
family tree and I paused it and I was like, seems like a lot of people are left out. There's just like names and like
Right.
no connections to anybody. I'm like,
Yeah. Just like
this,
circles with some
yeah,
lines. I was like,
this guy said mama's his grandma, but like, who's his parents? Like, how does he fit into this? Like,
mm,
Dan Cosby or whatever. I was like,
that
he
was her
looks like,
cousin,
I know, but from
Robert
who?
Sr.
Yeah, I'm like,
I know.
I'm just like, who are all these people and how are they connected? It was so
I
confusing.
know.
I couldn't understand some of what was happening. Like, who are all you people? You
Mm-hmm.
know?
Yeah.
How do we know you here?
Right. It was a little confusing. And there weren't that many people being interviewed.
Yeah, it was like the same four or
Four
five
people.
people and then almost like experts
Mm-hmm.
discussing. And I guess that one of the main creators that like actually interviewed in the show, Up and Adam, I guess like a lot of other creators like think
He
he's
looked
like a big
great.
they think he's like a big loser. So they're like, ugh, eye roll. I don't even want to watch it if he's in
Oh,
this. Yeah.
really?
I don't know. That's just what I've saw online. I don't know anything about him. I've never
I thought he looked great.
yeah, I don't know this, but I guess like in the creator world, like they're not a fan of
Ooh.
his.
God, I
Yeah.
hate him too, you guys. Just kidding. But you guys know, I do like a short episode. Brie did tell me that they were like 42 minutes long, and I said, okay, I could do 3 42 minutes.
Yeah, you can crank
Sign me
that
up.
out. Yeah, there's credits, so they're
Yeah.
like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Also, it's crazy that like Mary's sister just still kept calling Robert Sr. Gramps. It
John
just
was
really
dying.
drives home that like he was their grandpa,
No, 100%. Like,
their
your
father
grandfather
figure.
doesn't need to be your blood. Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
I think they like lived with him when they were children.
That to me is like, we did touch on it on season one about how crazy it was. And Jen Shah was like the voice of reason, shockingly, for like, Mary married her grandfather. Why does
Yeah,
nobody else think this is so crazy? But it's crazy. It
it's
really
really
is.
crazy.
It's really crazy.
Yeah,
And
it is
I,
really
I
crazy.
do think that we need a follow up from Mary. And I hope that we
Yes,
get that.
she has
I
to
hope
address this in some way.
Andy has to address it. How do you
I feel
not?
like maybe Andy will say something on Radio Andy. Like I feel like he
Mm,
likes to throw in like he likes to address things in like a sentence and then
mm-hmm.
hopefully we get like more. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like
Yeah,
he might address the elephant in the room and then hopefully we get something bigger after that.
I hope so.
I know. Well, let's end on some positivity with our Not Mad
Yes.
About It segment, how we like to end all of our episodes. Maybe it's like we like to share something we're not mad about. Maybe it's a tip, a trick, a good story, whatever it may be. We like to end it nice and light. And one thing that I'm not mad about is Barnes and Noble. And I texted you about it last week. Andrew and I and the kids went again today.
Oh,
If you have not been to a Barnes and Noble in since you were a child, and you especially if you have children, you need to go. It is like a wonderland for books, for kids' toys, for like arts and crafts stuff, anything you can think of, like a lot for kids. Like,
did you look at the price point this time?
no, I didn't.
Okay.
I don't
I
see
need to know
prices.
because when I was like, oh, Brie, did you check the prices? She's like, I don't check prices on kids stuff. I was like, okay, rich. Like, that's
No,
like
it's
not
just
what she
like,
meant.
but I just like love the vibe there. And
Mm,
one of the best parts about it is even if you're not like a big book lover, one, you walk in there, it's going to make you want to buy a book
it's
because it
colorful.
just
It's
looks
fun. Yeah.
so aesthetically, but also they have a lot of little like stations or kiosks like in the store with like curated like gifts kind of.
Oh, that's
So if you
nice.
want to get like a gift like for someone in your family where it's like cozy socks, like
Oh my gosh.
puzzles, candles, like little bookmarks, like cute little like knickknacks or like tchotchkes, like just
Cute.
random little like
And they're
curated like
huge.
yeah, like fun little gifts, like so much cute stuff there. Like I really love it there. Like I'm gonna see if they do like story times and bring the kids because they had like a stage, a little like
And
with little
if they
benches.
don't, Brie, I think that you start story time there.
I
Start it up.
I will
Start
love.
literally bring your own like rope and start have Callum stand at the rope and charge people
You
$5 to
will,
come
yeah.
in.
It'll be like a quarter. I
Yeah.
have like hand. I started doing like a puppet show. I have like hand puppets. Puppets.
But Brie, that's such a good parenting tip because we're always looking for things to do to get the kids out.
Yeah.
Petco, another like an aquarium trip,
Yep.
Barnes and Nobles, a
Yep.
nice winter indoor. And you'd be shocked. I don't think they're like popping. Like if we're worried about germs, I think you can
Oh
have a place
yeah.
yourself.
And I was just gonna say, there's probably a lot of shopping centers that have a Barnes and Nobles and a Petco right next to each other.
Mine has a Home Goods, Barnes and Nobles, Target, and a Michaels,
Are you freaking?
and a Bath and Body Works,
That's 5 hours right there of
and
your
an Old
day.
Navy,
Oh my God.
and a Nordstrom Rack,
Oh,
and a
Nordstrom
Lowe's
Rack.
across the street.
You know I love a Nordstrom
I know you
Rack.
do.
Wow. I got to get back to Long Island.
Yeah, if that
Oh,
doesn't
what
tempt
are
you.
you not mad about this week?
Do you know? If you had to guess one thing that I'm not mad about.
Oh, school starting?
No, bitch, my diamond art. If you guys have not been following along on our stories, the way that diamond art has just taken over my life, like my husband is going to divorce me. I was like, I have to go to Michael's today because I need to go and pick up a new diamond art. And he was like, You're
No,
not
you
getting another
didn't.
one. He's like, Please. Like, I literally have just abandoned my family for about 5 days. And it'll be like 4 o'clock. I'm like, I'm going to like start diamond arting for the night. It's
Oh my
9 p.m. and I'm
God.
still with my headlamp on and going diamond by diamond. But
Wait,
it's
I can't
so
believe you got another one, Nikki. That's
I didn't.
so
I didn't.
funny.
I didn't
Okay,
end up
okay.
going, but I am.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
now with all the shows and back to school, like
I
my
know.
availability is going to be a little less unless I literally neglect my daughter all day.
Hobbies, diamond art.
Like not embarrassed, not mad about it.
Not
It's
mad
all
about it.
over my For You page. So I don't know if like I'm just getting targeted because I am an artist now or if other people are getting served the same content as me. But it's so therapeutic. It does hurt my neck a little bit, but I love to listen to podcasts. I put on Mary's documentary.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
almost listened like the second episode was almost like a podcast for me. I don't
Yeah.
really have to watch that much. And I love it. It just like keeps me busy, keeps me young.
See, you do that, which is much healthier. I go in the bathroom and I pick my face for 30 minutes. Like I should be doing diamond art. It's kind of like the same,
Yes.
like need something to focus on with
Yes.
my fingers. Like, yeah, need to
Except for
stop
I'm
making
adding and you're extracting.
similar vibe.
But I love it. It's so fun and it's so fucking cheap. I my canvas that I got was $5.
Oh my God.
Five
Love
bucks.
that.
Yeah.
Not mad about that.
Not mad about that. So if you need a
Slay.
cheap hobby that'll keep you really busy, like you really got to dedicate. And the good thing though is you can go. They have coasters, they have little things, they have bigger canvases, smaller canvases,
Wait, I
all
know they
different
have
sizes.
coasters.
Super cheap. They have Taylor Swift themed coasters, cute little boho themed. Maybe I'll send you a pack. Get
Oh my
you.
God. Send me a little
I
diamond art
will. I'll
pack.
send you a link.
I love that. Well, on that note, guys,
Yeah, I mean, I could keep talking about it if you want me to.
I think that's okay.
I think it's a good place to end it.
I think we can
But
wrap
if
it
you
up.
are looking for places, Hobby Lobby, I'm gonna check Barnes and Nobles. I wouldn't be
They probably
surprised.
have a whole
They
diamond art
probably
section.
do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you guys
Well,
know.
actually, on that note, guys, for this time, Happy New Year. Excited to be back from our little hiatus, even
I'm
though we
very
still got
excited.
episodes. We're back to get back in the groove. Season 2, gonna be a big
Get
year.
ready to be sick of us.
I'm feeling the good vibes. So excited to see where this year brings us. And as we always say, if you like what you saw, like what you heard, send this episode to a friend. Please pimp us out. Tell everybody you know. Let's blow this shit up, people. And yeah, we'll see you guys next Monday.
We love you.
Bye.